Hey Bell fans, this is Tim Ellis speaking and welcome to another episode of Unboxing Your Bell. So today we're going to be talking about bin safety and bin productivity. So you may or may not have had the experience of one of your operators leaving the bin up after tipping, driving off and smashing into some overhead structure like a bridge. Or maybe you've got a height restricted operation where you can't tip the bin all the way to the top and you need to stop the bin well before it gets to that restriction. Well, this episode is for you. We've got some awesome features up our sleeves that will enable you to get your bin operational and safe in any environment. So guys, welcome to the cabin. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through some of the features that we can enable to improve your bin safety and productivity on the menu. I'm going to show you exactly where they are. So the first thing we're going to look at is the tip limit. So normally your bin will tip to 100%. So let's take a quick look and see what that looks like. So let's say you have an operation that has a very loose load and actually most of it is ejected by the time your bin gets to 70%, or you've got a height restriction at around 70%. Let's take a look on the menu how we can set up the tip limit to 70%. So for that you're going to need a dealer code, but once you have that you can go into your machine config, you scoot on down to the bin menu, and then you come across to tip limit. You can see at the moment it's set to 100%, and we're going to reduce that down to 70% just by dialing on the control. Press and hold the button and we can see it's accepted the 70%. So let's have a look and see what the 70% limit looks like now. Right, now I'm going to show you another feature where if you need to have a height restricted tip limit, you may want your operator to still be able to drive forward a few meters. Why? Well, if you are tipping into a pile, you may find that some of the load is left behind in the bin and you need to then drive forward to allow that to slip out. So we've got another feature for that. If you come again into machine config in dealer mode, come down to the bin settings, and we come down to neutral bin up with crawl. We just press and hold that option and it's on. And what that means is that once the operator has tipped the bin in neutral, he can re-engage gear, drive forward about 10 meters, the vehicle will stop, put him back into neutral, and only once the bin is back down on the chassis will he be able to drive off. Right, so if all else has failed and your operator is still struggling to leave that bin up, we've got another option up our sleeve. So this one in factory mode, you go into machine config, come down to the bin menu once again, and now under safety there is a bin up buzzer. What this is going to do, once we've enabled it, is as soon as the bin is off the chassis, there's going to be an extremely irritating buzzer going. Well, it's a lot less irritating than your operator driving the bin into a bridge. So let's listen to it. That's definitely going to remind him that his bin is up. And what you'll see now is that once the bin is back down, the buzzer stops. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us this week for this episode of Unboxing Your Bell. If you found it useful or you just really enjoyed it, won't you like, subscribe, maybe even leave a comment below, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Unboxing Your Bell.